Welcome to the European Association for Higher Education Advancement's YouTube and podcast channel. All right, get ready for a deep dive into some seriously helpful advice if you've just graduated or are about to.
Yeah, perfect timing, right?
Exactly. We're looking at a blog post from the European Association for Higher Education Advancement.
They go by EEE. Yeah,
Catchy, right?
it is. And they're all about navigating that exciting, sometimes overwhelming world post-graduation.
So like a roadmap for new grads.
I like that. A roadmap. And a good one because they don't just throw out generic tips.
Right.
They encourage you to really think back to those classes or projects that truly lit you up.
Ooh, I like that.
What made you lose track of time?
Yeah. What got you excited?
Exactly. Those are clues to your passions, and EAE suggests even making a list of skills you honed in those activities.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Why do you think they suggest that?
Well, it all comes back to their first big piece of advice, which is reflecting on your strengths and interests.
Oh, it's all about connecting the dots between what you enjoy and what you're good at, so you can make smarter decisions about your career path.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
And it's not just about the specific subjects you studied.
You got it. EEE highlights transferable skills.
Give me some examples.
Think problem solving, communication, teamwork. Those are gold across any field.
That's so true.
And what's fascinating is employers are really looking for these skills more and more because they show you can adapt and learn, which is huge for any company.
Makes sense. Okay, this next point is where things get interesting. They talk about networking, but not how you might think.
Yeah, ditch those images of awkward networking events and just collecting business cards.
Right.
It's all about building genuine connections. EER really digs into the why behind this, explaining that those connections can open doors to opportunities you didn't even know existed.
That's huge.
Plus, they can give you advice and insights and even become your support system as you navigate your career.
So it's more about building a community than just a contact list.
Exactly. It's about finding your tribe, people who inspire you, challenge you, and help you grow.
I love that. And one of the best ways to build those genuine connections is by showing initiative, which brings us to EEA's next tip.
Being proactive, right?
Yes. Not just waiting for things to happen, but going after what you want.
Exactly. And employers love to see that kind of initiative, that growth mindset, that eagerness to learn, take on new responsibilities, and push yourself.
So how can new grads showcase that proactive spirit?
ECA gives some great examples. Volunteering for projects, taking on extra responsibilities, even going for relevant certifications.
So it's about going above and beyond.
Exactly. Show initiative and a commitment to constantly learning.
Okay, I'm seeing how all these pieces fit together now. You reflect on your strengths, build a network in your field, and show initiative to make those connections really count.
You got it.
And speaking of connections, EEA reminds us that it's okay to not have all the answers when you're starting out.
Oh, absolutely.
Being open to learning is key for growth, especially in a new job where there's so much to learn.
It's true. No need to pretend you know it all.
Okay.
Humility goes a long way, and those experienced colleagues can be incredible resources if you're willing to ask questions and seek guidance.
So instead of being overwhelmed by the unknown, new grads should see it as a chance to learn from those around them.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the value of feedback, even the constructive kind.
Yeah, it's all part of learning.
Absolutely.
And, it can make a huge difference in that learning process.
What's that?
Being organized and managing time well.
Oh, tell me about it.
Which, conveniently, is EAE's last piece of advice for this section.
Nice. They really emphasize how crucial this is, especially in today's fast-paced work world. It's about prioritizing tasks, setting realistic deadlines, and using tools like calendars and to-do lists.
It's not just working hard, it's working smart, too.
Absolutely. It's like having a system,
Yeah.
keeps you on top of everything.
So you don't drown in to-dos.
Exactly. And what's really cool is EA ties time management to, well, not just productivity, but also well-being.
Oh, interesting.
They actually say that being good with your time can reduce stress and help you keep that work-life balance in check.
That makes so much sense. It's not about just checking things off, but having a sustainable way of working.
Right. You want a system that works for you long-term.
Exactly. Now, thinking back to networking, EA gives some really practical tips on actually building those connections.
Yeah, they talk about attending industry events, joining online communities.
Oh, and reaching out to alumni for informational interviews.
Yes. Alumni are such a great resource.
I love that they highlight that. Alumni get it, they were once in your shoes, and they're often so willing to help new grads.
It's true. They've been there, done that, and they often want to give back.
It's a win-win. You get insights and advice, and they get to share their experience, maybe even find new talent.
Exactly. It's like a secret network of support and mentorship.
Speaking of support, I'm curious about your thoughts on EA emphasis on being open to learning.
Oh yeah, it sounds simple, but it's huge EE, especially for new grads entering this constantly changing world.
Right, like no one expects you to know everything right out of school.
Exactly, you're not supposed to. The key is embracing that learning process, being okay with asking for help, and seeing challenges as opportunities.
It's about that growth mindset we talked about.
Totally. Being okay with stepping outside your comfort zone and knowing you might not nail it the first time.
And realizing that everyone, even those super experienced pros, can still improve.
For sure. Being open to feedback, good and bad, is key for growth.
It's like embracing that you're always a work in progress.
Which honestly takes the pressure off.
Right. Lets you focus on learning and getting better.
Exactly.
Now, back to the practical side. EAE also touches on staying organized and managing time well.
Yeah, which can really make or break your success no matter what you do.
It's true. They talk about how good time management can reduce stress, make you more productive, and even improve your well-being, like we said before.
It's all connected. And it's about finding a system that works for you. Maybe it's a digital calendar, a planner, or both.
And being open to trying different things until you find what clicks.
Absolutely. It's about hitting that sweet spot where you feel organized, productive, and in control.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask for help with this too.
Oh yeah, tons of resources out there. Time management apps, productivity coaches, the whole works.
Find what works and go with it.
Right, make it your own.
And EA isn't just about giving advice.
Right, they do a lot more than just blog posts.
They have a bunch of services like accreditation and certification, even professional development programs.
Oh wow, so they really cover a lot.
Yeah, and their website is packed with resources for anyone looking to, boost their education or career.
That's awesome.
And they're global, so their
Mhm.
services are available pretty much everywhere.
That's impressive.
It is. Now, I want to hear from our listeners.
Yeah, what did you guys think?
What really stuck with you from EA's advice? What are you struggling with as you start your career?
Share your thoughts in the comments.
We love hearing from you and learning from your experiences.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't already, definitely check out the EEE website and explore all they have to offer.
You might be surprised at how much they do. It's like a goldmine of info for anyone in higher ed or looking to grow professionally.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and podcast for more deep dives into topics that matter to you.
We're all about helping you navigate those challenges and find success in your field.
And speaking of success, EAE highlighted some key ingredients in their blog post. Remember that self-reflection we talked about?
The foundation, right?
Exactly. Understanding your strengths, interests, and values so you can make good decisions about your career.
And it's not a one-time thing.
Right, it's ongoing.
As you gain experience, your goals might change. So staying connected with yourself and adjusting along the way is important.
It's not about setting a rigid plan and never deviating, right?
Nope. It's about being flexible and open to new opportunities as they pop up.
And that's where networking comes in.
Exactly. Building relationships with people in your field can open doors you didn't even know existed.
And introduce you to new ways of thinking.
Totally. It's like expanding your map of the professional world.
You never know where those connections might lead you.
That's the exciting part.
And EAZ makes a great point about being proactive with your network. It's not enough to just have connections.
You got to nurture them.
Exactly. Reaching out, offering help, sharing ideas. It's a two-way street.
It's about giving and receiving.
And that leads to another key point. Being open to learning.
Always learning, right?
Yes. No matter how experienced you get, there's always more to learn.
That growth mindset is key.
And realizing that everyone has room for improvement.
Even the experts, right? So be open to feedback, find mentors, and see challenges as chances to learn and grow.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And let's not forget the practical stuff.
Oh yeah, the nuts and bolts.
EA's advice on staying organized and managing your time well applies to everyone.
No matter what stage of your career you're in.
It's about having a system that helps you prioritize, meet deadlines, and keep that work-life balance in check.
And using tools and techniques that work for you, whether it's a calendar, a planner, or whatever you prefer.
I think we've covered some incredible insights from the EAEA today. Their blog post is a must-read for anyone navigating the post-grad world.
Full of practical advice, resources, and inspiration for a fulfilling and successful career.
And don't forget, EAE is an amazing resource for anyone in higher education. Check out their website, connect with them on social media, and explore their services.
We hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights and actionable steps for your career journey. Remember, Your path is unique, so embrace the process, stay curious, and keep learning.
And most importantly, believe in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals. We're here to support you all the way. Please don't forget to follow the European Association for Higher Education Advancement on YouTube and social media.